Hello, right, here we go. Switched over to the 5090. Gonna have a look at Dying Light on that. It should hopefully be pretty good. We obviously don't have ray tracing in the game, which is a bit disappointing because I do think the 5090 could probably run that. Have to give it a test again once it releases. But I'll do the usual 4K, check out all the other resolutions and settings and stuff. We do have DLSS 4 as well, so I'll quickly maybe show that here. I have overridden it in the Nvidia app. So if I just put this on here, you can see here I'm running on the latest. I don't need to override frame generation because I'm pretty sure you can change it in the game. So they're different, multi-frame generations. So like I don't know what you call it, different amounts. You know, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So we're at 4K here, 3040 by 260. Just quickly have a look at the settings. So I think at first I'll leave it on TAAU just because that's what I did yesterday, and then we'll switch it straight after. I'll switch it to DLSS native just to give us a rough idea between the two. In terms of graphics as well, I'll probably leave it exactly the same as what we had yesterday just to give us a comparison. I've got everything maxed apart from, I think, fill grain off, motion blur off. This I'm going to put to... Well, we initially had it at like 140, didn't we? But I think I might... did we settle on like 220? I think I settled on like 220 yesterday. I'll tell you what first. Let's leave it at 140 because that's what we checked first yesterday. And then I'll put it to 220, which is what we ended on. Just to give us a rough comparison. All of this here set to the max, everything set to high, which is the highest it can go. Because I think with these exact settings yesterday on the 9070 XT, we had about 40 to 50 FPS, didn't we? With those exact ones. And I'll tell you what, I tried to get rid of this epic overlay and I couldn't work it out. Mystic Dryhards, yo. So if anyone knows how to get rid of the epic overlay, please help me. So I couldn't get rid of it.
Found a group of survivors in the old town hall led by a woman they call the sheriff.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well.
Got the backup power and the UV lights up and running. The people here are grateful, but they said they were attacked by something even worse than that chimera. They called it the Beast. I told them I'd track it down and kill it if I could.
I forgot even where I left it yesterday. Okay. And this here, in about 100 FPS here, obviously I'll go straight outside.
Can't fucking go on like this.
Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
I'd say we came pretty fucking close to ending up like Mark.
Do I think in 4K 4090 we'll hit 100 average? Yeah, probably. Do let me know as well what the game audio is like. Wait until it can be a bit quiet here, and then when you start fighting, it gets really loud. So outside here, looks like we're sitting at between 100, 110 there, which is pretty good. So this was, with these exact settings, like I was saying yesterday, this was about This was about 40 to 50 FPS on the 9070 XT, so we're over doubling that here. I will increase that draw distance back to the 220, and we'll see what it's like with that, because you obviously know that does drop performance quite a bit when you do that. It does look a little bit stuttery on this, though. You see my frame time there? It's dropped my 0.1% low down to about 53 FPS. But overall, it's pretty good, doesn't it? I am going to quickly... Sorry. So everything else, I mean, GP temperature, look at that 85. But it's hitting that pretty heavy. It's because the power at the moment, at least, is 570 watts, so that is absolutely maxed out, that. Don't see that too often at 4K. I only really see it at 8K. But it definitely sort of ranges a bit depending on where you are. Anywhere from 100 to 120 we're seeing there. But it looks pretty good. I mean, performance-wise, that's pretty decent, isn't it? Fairly stable. The odd stutter, though, I think. Odd spike in the frame time, but pretty good. It'll hit it without DLSS. Yeah, I think it depends where you are, though. It might dip a little bit under 100 if you did it natively without DLSS, whereas if you had DLSS quality on, it'll definitely be above 100. Pretty consistently on a 4090. As you see, sometimes I get slight dips quite close to 100 on a 5090, so in those situations, you'd obviously be lower than 100. I need to try and figure out how to like repair my weapon and stuff. So yeah, definitely a bit surprised by that power usage. That's like really high. And this is without ray tracing, so I only really see power like that when we have ray tracing on. So it's definitely it's really heavy on that power, but I think everything else, I mean, VRAM looks pretty much the same as what we had on the 9070 XT at about 11.7 and stuff, so that's really the only... Quite CPU heavy as well, I guess, 30%. 4K is quite high. I'm going to increase now to the 220 draw distance, because that's what I played most on yesterday. I think it's 140, 150 is like the default on the high settings, like preset, but increase it up a little bit there, which will drop it down here. So you're seeing about 80 to 90, 100 again. Could easily obviously do this on the 5090, whereas on the... Oh my god, dude, this epic overlay is doing my absolute... Why have I got to keep disabling it? Why does it keep re-enabling? Obviously on the 9070 XT, increasing that draw distance did drop the FPS quite a bit. I mean, it has obviously dropped it here as well, but we had a bit more breathing room. You're way ahead of me. Well, yeah, you've probably been playing it all day, aren't you? Because you're unemployed. I've been at work all day. I'm joking. But I have been at work all day, so it's the first time I played it since yesterday. What's the easiest way I can repair my weapons? Worms had the same problem. Same problem with what?
You're doing a good job here.
Hold 3 and I have a repair there. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Can I upgrade the weapons, though? Isn't that at the workbench?
Can't fucking go on like this.
Where is it, though?
Got to leave somehow.
Can I do it here, weapons? We added that already, didn't we? Is that all I can do? Enhance. Here we go. What did that do, though?
Thursdays are always my lucky days.
Even the sheriff's people want
One's had the same Epic Games overlay. Yeah, I keep disabling it. I disable the notifications, and then 10 minutes later, I have to disable it again.
we didn't have enough.
It just keeps popping up. I can't get rid of it. Driving me nuts. So it looks pretty good here. Bang on 100 FPS average. Definitely dips down quite aggressively though. It's about 85 there.
I saw something.
I just hear a person. I swear I just heard like another human. I'm gonna head to the mission. And we'll check DLSS quality in a sec. Should be pretty good as well. Lighting looks pretty good in here, doesn't it? So quite a bit, another big stutter there, look at the frame time. Yeah, the lighting looks pretty good in here, doesn't it? Is there a difference between quality and balance? What, with DLSS 4? Not really, not with DLSS 4. So we'll likely get probably slightly higher frames going indoors, maybe? Looks fairly similar. No stuttering. There's a little bit. Overall, it's pretty good, but every now and then I get a massive spike in the frame time. But can't really complain. What's in here? Bracelet? What else have we just got to keep going, have we? That looks sketch. Almost 3 times faster. Yeah, I think we had, not quite, I'd say maybe at best 2.5. At least with the exact same settings at 4K. We had about 40-50, and then we had about an average of 100-110, so... Yeah, see that spike in the frame time there? Look, it's brought my load down to about 9. What's that? Have I got to fight that?
Oh, shit.
I used all my ammo, didn't I? Stupidly. Is it going to charge me or? I'm scared. Oh my god. He's a bit slow, isn't he? Oh, I do not want to get hit by that. Oh! I'm not sure I can kill it. Go to the right in the wagon. Can I kill that thing? I feel like I can't.
I need to find another way.
Can I get on there? Is YouTube my primary job? No, no, no. No, I do software engineering. Well, data engineering more now. That's my like actual career full-time job. This guy's not got a head. Only thing I do notice on this game is in the really dark bits. I don't know how easy this is to see on the stream, but do you see the way the lighting looks as I move into it? I don't know how easy that is to see. I noticed this yesterday when it's really dark. So yeah, definitely get higher FPS in this bit. I'll wait until we get back outside to have a look at DLSS 4. It's probably going to be, numbers going to be a bit skewed in here. It's going to give you way more FPS inside. It's got about 150 here. What's so much screaming? Looks much better with HDR. Only issue, HDR looks like absolutely horrendous on my monitor. A lot of the time HDR on mine doesn't actually work either, trying to capture it. It makes the colours go just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like it inverts all the colours or something. If I try and capture it with HDR on. Because I said before, once I had HDR on, and I didn't realise, and I recorded loads of footage, and it literally bricked all of my footage. I had to just delete everything, because you just couldn't even see it. So, since that day, I was like, I'm never having HDR on, ever.
Jacob, I lost it.
On this screen, at least. It's a fairly old... I've had this monitor for quite a long time. So I think it's just not great.
Deeper, but
for that, it's probably better now on a more up-to-date model.
Probably made it out the other end by now.
If that's the case, it's far from here. Good. Come on back. There's something else we need your help with.
Oh, fuck.
Run. Oh, I was supposed to grab the thing, wasn't I? Where's the big boy?
Olivia, it's Crane. Do you copy?
I copy. You okay?
Another creature that
This
attacked
is
the town
native
hall?
max settings,
It's
yeah.
not a chimera. It looked more like a volatile, but it attacked in broad daylight.
No wonder those people were so terrified.
Something else. It seemed smarter than the others. A lot smarter. Caught me off guard. Nearly choked me out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I've been better.
Before you go back to the town hall, can you swing by here? There's something we need to talk about.
Aren't we talking now?
It's about the chimeras. Just stop by when you can, okay?
Wait, is the torch on? Huh. So yeah, it goes from about 140 inside underground there. It's about 90, yeah. And I'll switch DLSS on. Actually, I just want to check out DLAA quick. If it hasn't crashed. Oh. Definitely. Oh my god, dude. That epic overlay is doing my absolute head in. Holy. Why does it keep... I put it on Do Not Disturb. And then it just takes it off straight away. So, I think probably slightly less FPS by 1 or 2 there with DLAA. Like getting more 88, 89, 87. We had about 90, didn't we? So a little bit less. I don't think I could make that jump. Oh no.
I owe you everything. Here's your reward.
Hand grenade. Yeah, let's get DLSS quality on. This is obviously full. DLSS full, like I said at the beginning of the stream. I've got it over in the Nvidia app. It's a bit of a shame it doesn't show it here, but I think that seems like it's just purely for FSR. Should be pretty much no difference here between native and DLSS quality, really. I'm giving up with that epic overlay thing. Every time I change the graphics settings, it seems to trigger that epic overlay. Off you go. Whoa, that was a big guy. Getting about, got an average 134 there, so it boosts the FPS by quite a bit. Brings our power down by a little bit as well. Still quite high, obviously 550, but it's not the 570. Heavy, yo. Stuttering? No, it seems alright. The odd occasional spike in the frame time, but it's not really stuttering. You can see at the moment it's pretty good looking frame time. How do I get into this bit? Oh, how do I get in there? Oh, sir.
Here's your sample. Now, what did you want to talk to me about?
My theory. A second sample was essential in order to confirm it.
What theory?
I've been analyzing the genetic structure, and I noticed a strange sequence in the code.
Meaning what?
These chimeras may share a portion of the same genetic structure.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
I'll check out
right?
frame generation
They
as
all come
well.
from the same virus.
I'm not talking
In a
about the
bit.
virus. I'm talking about a totally separate sequence deliberately modified for a specific purpose. Give me your arm. I need to check something.
What, you're gonna juice me up again?
Relax. I just need a blood sample. I want to test how your blood reacts to the extracted plasma.
Model 5090. I've found its edition.
I've pinpointed a potential location where you might encounter another chimera.
How much more of that GSB do I need? I don't want to end up like one of them.
You won't. That's not how it works. But if you want a real shot at taking down the Baron, this is what you need to do.
You keep saying that.
Because it's true.
All right. Then where do I find this thing?
Here. It's swampy, hostile terrain. But I found records indicating they transported that chimera there.
Her watch looks like a toy watch.
I'll let you know what
You're
I
getting
find.
like a for a kid or something. No one else think that. Well, is it supposed to be a smartwatch or something? So we can actually skip till morning now. So yeah, pretty good with DLSS quality there. Don't think you can really tell at all the difference between this and native. I should imagine it's probably fairly similar with balance. I always think they look pretty good. DLSS 4. Only real bad one is when you go down to ultra performance, really.
Kyle, if you want to travel faster and safer, keep an eye out for any abandoned Forest Service cars. Most are still operational. If you run out of gas, other cars and gas stations can help with that.
That's a long old way down. Torpedic, yo. And the water looks pretty good as well, actually, doesn't it? So yeah, look, big starter there. You see that? Do seem to get that occasionally. I think it looks so much better though when you do increase that draw distance thing. It looked quite It could look a little rough when that was set to the default. Decently, yeah, it's pretty well optimized, yeah. Only thing is, obviously, it doesn't have ray tracing in it yet. That's going to definitely drop performance quite a lot. The only real bug I've seen is I get this weird bug when I'm close to an edge. I don't know if I can do it here. Yeah, look. Is this normal? Where it almost gives me the like falling animation. Do you see that? Like this, look. But I'm not falling. There was one bit, yeah, you see? Or is it just he's trying to balance? I guess maybe it's just a balance thing, is it? I always find it happens to me in really weird situations though, when I don't need to balance. Like there was one I was just stood on the edge of a window. And he was like, it looked like I was falling or something. But I wasn't. Maybe it's just me, I just think it looks weird. With ray trace, yeah. Did they give any indications to when that might come out? He's trying to balance. Yeah, but it seems to happen to me in times when I'm not balancing. Do you know what I mean? That's why I think it's. Otherwise, I would just think, oh, if it was when I was always on a ledge, I would think, oh, okay, I'm trying to balance. But it just happens to me when I'm just like stood on a roof or something near the edge, and I'm not like there's no balancing going on if you get what I mean. So like I just find that odd. Look, do you see what I mean? Like, am I balancing here? And then I look down. It's just weird. Look, do you see? Do you see what I mean? As soon as I look up, it's not there, and I look down, he does it. Like, I don't know, is that just... I don't know, maybe that's intentional, I don't know. It just, for me, it just felt odd. Oh, there's like Dracula's castle up there. Should we have a look with frame generation on quick as well? Should be able to go DLSS, yes, you can change it in here. Multi-frame generation ×4. This should give us. I'll switch this back to quality. This should give us pretty ridiculous FPS. I'll check it out ultra performance as well. That should get pretty wild. I tell you what, I do want to have a look. Get latency on as well. Hey, sucker, yo. So yeah, look at this. Here we go. 350 FPS there. Now we're talking. I dropped my usage though, seeing 80%, 85% usage in there then. But yeah, 345 average. Boom. Latency as well looks fine. I mean, the feel of it feels the same. About 30 milliseconds of latency, so you won't even notice any difference here. Looks pretty good image quality wise as well. Definitely seems to maybe stutter a bit though. Stutter a bit more. Hard to tell with the frame time because it breaks obviously switching frame generation on, but you can see the odd frame time spike every now and then. Higher than what it would normally be. And it feels a bit stuttery. Hell nah, bruh. What is this guy doing there? Come on in, mush. Chopped his hand off. Here we go. Who wants it? Who wants it? I'll give it you. I don't have a... This ain't good now. What am I looking for? I'm not even in the right place. What on earth? I thought that was the mission. Oh god. Oh my god. Somehow save that. Paul, thanks for subscribing. That reminds me, actually, I need to unlock some of this stuff. End this beast mode when... oh, we got that already. Power kick, yes, we want that. Enemies will need more time to notice you. Reduce full damage and keep your momentum. How many points have I got? Let me know what other settings you want to see whilst I'm still at 4K. Try and run through some before I drop it to 1440p. But yes, sitting pretty solidly here at about 340. Not really dipping too much below that, are we? Still holding that average. Unlikely, I guess, you'll have a 4K. You need a 4K 360Hz monitor for this, but maybe a 240Hz. I want that to be my next monitor, 4K 240, but...
Something tells me they didn't stop here just to stretch their
That's
legs.
a lot. That's a lot of zombies. Shall I hand grenade it?
Fuck. What a massacre.
All low graphics? No. This is with multi-frame generation at the moment.
Olivia, you were right. I found the Baron's men, but whatever they were moving, it's gone.
Gone. You mean it's escaped?
Yeah, but not before slaughtering every
Frame
single
generation
one of
doesn't stutter.
Poor
No, but
fuckers
it
never
seems
stood
to
a
be
chance.
causing some kind of weird game stuttering for
I
me,
can
though.
try. The blood trail leads into the swamps.
Please be careful.
Something's happening with the pacing of frames, because if you look at my frame time, look, you see it here?
I'll keep you posted.
You get these massive spikes, you see, above what the normal range, and that's what I'm feeling in the game. You see it? It's happening a lot here. Like, I can feel it. It's not smooth when it's happening. Which I don't normally see that too much with frame generation, really, but like you're seeing it here loads. Especially, it's yeah, like right there you see it. It seems to be more maybe when I move it, and now it's doing it quite a bit there. Oh, do you mean low graphics? As in like I can test that? Yeah, we can switch that in a sec. See what the most is if we drop it all down to ultra performance. I wonder how bad it looks. That's obviously the absolute... This would be the absolute max you can go performance-wise. In terms of using like upscaling and frame generation and stuff. Definitely notice the difference in quality here though straight away. Looks quite noticeably more blurry, especially when I'm moving on like foliage here. But... we are breaking 400 FPS. This is pretty nuts. And it's brought my power down under 500 watts now, 480. But yeah, it definitely does look quite blurry. We're going to get any dips under 400? It doesn't look like it. Maybe 403. Pretty nuts. Seeing that amount of FPS though at 4K. The lows, yeah, it's because of frame generation. How do I do the jumping kick? Oh, like that, but completely miss it. Oh. That's pretty satisfying, that. How much at native? We had about, with these settings, it all maxed with a 220 draw distance. We had about 95 to 100 in that area. Depends where you are. It can dip to about 85 in the most densest bit. Somewhere, you know, between 85 and 100, depending on where you are. Then if you lower it to the 140 draw distance, which is the default, it we'd be getting about 100 to 120 with that. I've completely forgotten what the mission is here. That is so satisfying. It's that island with smoke on it. What's that? Yeah, it's definitely noticed it look quite fuzzy here with this ultra performance on.
Guess I better get to that island.
Oh, that's it there, is it? That's what you mean. What about if we go all low graphics as well? How crazy can we make this? That only goes to medium. I guess lower everything. That to 100. Oh my god, how bad is this going to look? Do it for the love of the game. The pursuit of FPS. What's it making me save again? There it is. 500. Dipping a little under here though. So this is the absolute max you can get. You just absolutely switch everything down. So some bits hitting over 500, but we are still dipping under that. 480. That's pretty nuts. Even more nuts than earlier. I've entered an area with what?
Go check that out.
Oh my god. High level area. I think I'm in trouble here. Can I not lead him towards the zombies?
Gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, this is not good, is it? Run! Are they gonna follow me? Why are the zombies not really attacking them? Oh, they are now. What's going on here? Why does this look weird? Are we on 1080p or 1440p? We're on 4K at the moment. So yeah, that's with everything set to the lowest. Should we also check? I want to just check this at native quick with all the graphics, and then we'll check 1440p out. Get frame generation off. So go back to native, just 4K native low graphics. How different the FPS is there? 100. Not really a massive difference between low graphics and maxed out. Like FPS wise. Although to be fair, I think if I max, I feel like your FPS might be really low on this bit because of the smoke. I'm going to just put everything back to the max again, or what we had before. Got a feeling the FPS might be quite low here. We had that on 220. Caesar, what setting are you running with the draw distance? Yeah, put everything back to the, like maxed out there. Gamer Hawks, yo. Ramp the render distance to max. Yeah, it's 140 by default. Yeah, I've been using it on 220. Because yesterday I maxed it on the 9070 XT, and it did really hammer the FPS like a lot. At 1440p with it fully maxed, it was about 50 to 60 FPS on the 9070 XT. On this, I can max it here, but I have been playing it with 220, which seems like a kind of reasonable go between. Yeah, like, to be fair, there's not really much difference FPS-wise between 300 and 220. It's more like 4 FPS, so that's not that crazy. But yeah, drops quite a bit here FPS-wise. Just seeing the 70s here, which we hadn't seen before.
Another one of these machines.
You haven't noticed the graphics with that render distance. It definitely does improve, in my opinion. Probably more so when you have you know, when there's a big view in front of you. If you're just on the ground running around the buildings, you probably might maybe not notice so much. But if you're high up and you look, you know, if you're on a rooftop, I think it looks a lot better when you look out and you have a much bigger view of stuff. It definitely makes a difference, in my opinion. Seeing even into the 60s there. Better visual than Dying Light 2. I think Dying Light 2 did look really good, but the thing is that had ray tracing, and this hasn't got it yet, so it's kind of a bit of an unfair comparison. I'd like to see this with ray tracing. In terms of base, in terms of what the hell is that? In terms of base graphics. I feel like this game's a little bit more raw. Like, I guess the art style is a bit more raw. Wait. Well, like, Dying Light 2 to me felt a bit more like... It just felt less real, a bit more... I don't even know what the word is. Am I supposed to kill these things? Come back here. This looks like a thing from Witcher. You don't think it looks like something from The Witcher? Come back here. He's in a street brawl now. Oh no. What happened then? Finish him! No! There we go. A Wendigo, that's what it is. From, yes, that's what it looks like. What, Until Dawn. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Does it feel like Dying Light 1? I never really... I have played Dying Light 1, but it was so long ago. And I didn't get that far into it. I'd say it feels more like Dying Light 1 than it does 2. From what I remember.
Olivia, I got another sample.
Great. You're getting
Oh, that
good
was
at
pretty
this.
intense, wasn't it?
But I think it's time I found a new hobby.
Stick with it. We're making progress.
Yeah, I guess it lent more towards like a cartoonish type vibe
Okay,
compared to
in the
this.
meantime, I'll go check up on the folks at the town
This
hall.
is a bit more kind of, like I say, raw, kind of realistic in comparison. We're getting 66 FPS here. That's the lowest we've had so far. Actually, I do want to just quickly see, dropping that to 220 again, how much difference that makes here, 65 and 65 there. So I've been doing it at 220. Which, yeah, that bumps the FPS a fair bit. And honestly, don't think there's too much difference there between 300, but... It was too easy and the night wasn't scary. Is the night scary on this? If you're a pussy. I'm joking. I don't really get that bothered. I mean, there's some bits of it when it's like pitch black. I never really get that bothered by games though. Like horror-wise. The only game I've ever really been that scared by was that, what was that game where you had to hunt ghosts? Phasmophobia. That game scared the absolute crap out of me. Like when the lights go off and the doors are all shut and you can't get out. That's rough, that. I think I'm scared more by like supernatural ghosts than zombies though. Right, should we have a look at 1440p now? That was native, yeah. I'm gonna drop it down here. I don't think I'll actually need to. Shouldn't need to restart it, I don't think. I drop that down. Yeah, it might look a little bit blurry just because I'm still on my 4K screen, but we can at least check it out. Amnesia: The Dark Descent was quite scary. I've played that as well. Is that the one where you're in like the bunker? You're in a bunker, aren't you? And you have to. There's that monster thing. I'm just googling it. Amnesia. Oh no, that's the Dark Descent is the first game, isn't it? The Bunker's the second one. I didn't play the first one or the Dark Descent. I played the Bunker. Did I fight? Yeah, that was quite. I quite liked that game. That game was quite good. Oh. Oh my god. Definitely looked like a bit of ghosting there around these feet when I jumped. Look at my my usage here though, my 5090, 91%. What's that noise? What the hell was that noise? I'm breathing. So yeah, 1440p here, usage is fluctuating quite a bit, 91%, 93%, 92%. We are getting about 122 average though. Somewhere between 120 130 there. But yeah, missing out on almost 10% usage there really. Doesn't seem to really want to go above 91%. Could it be... I'll tell you what, has it put VSync on again? It has, that's why. The game keeps doing that to me. Why does it keep doing that? Here we go. Some of my usage is actually worse. Still doesn't want to go above 91%, 92%. So some improvement from 4K, but obviously seeing usage come down. Rooftops 120, 130. On the ground level, it's more like 110. Powers come down under 500 watts. But VRAM it might be worth actually doing a quick restart because I don't think VRAM's gonna reset, is it? Do I drive or use a tube? I'm not in London. So I don't use the tube, no. I don't live in London. I don't have a car either. I work from home, so I literally have absolutely zero need for it. How do I get in this place again? Do I have to go in the bottom again? Oh, Brian, yo. Try 8K. I'm not on my 8K screen though. There's got to be a better way. I need to restart. Yeah, I need to try and save it though. Oh, I'm such a noob. Where does it want me to go? How do I get in? Oh, I'm not even in the right place. I'll get to the town hall and restart it. I've had a shocker here though. Might as well clear them out. It's the beginning bit I need to get to, isn't it? Oh no, it's not, it's that bit.
thing gives you strength, but we don't know its limits. Let me know if you feel anything strange, okay?
Oh god. I could just run through that. That reminds me of I Am Legend, you know, when doesn't his watch bleeping to tell him to get back inside? Something in there. There we go. Where's the
Yeah, but can't you check once more?
where's my bed in here?
You've got people, weapons, survived.
Is it in here? It is in here. This will save it, won't it? Right. Let's just give it a quick restart. I'm going to actually change my resolution on Windows as well. See if that'll fix it. Play during the night. Oh, I've skipped it now. Oh, there's a game update. Let me just do the game update quick. That was a very quick update. Why game developer companies are trying to get rid of ray tracing? I don't think they are in Dying Light. I think it was a last minute thing. It does happen. It has happened occasionally with games. Last minute, it's just like it could be causing loads of crashing or something, you know. So the easiest, if you've run out of time day one, it's just easier to pull it out and fix it rather than put it in the game and it just crash or something for everyone. I don't think it's they're getting rid of it. It will be in there. It's just delayed. Battlefield 6, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have ray tracing. It's a multiplayer game. I don't really personally see much point in having ray tracing in a multiplayer game, but in campaign maybe, but like multiplayer, there's no point, I don't think. It'll have campaign. Yeah, but it could be where some games it's segregated. I know, like Delta Force had it in campaign but didn't have it in multiplayer. But I don't know. No, I don't think there's any particular reason. I wouldn't say game developers are trying to get rid of it. There's still a lot of games that don't have it. I don't think it's a case of they're trying to intentionally get rid of it. So 1440p native. I'm going to try this again. I wonder what I'll... wonder if that'll be any better. That overlay's way too big. That's way too small. Right, so I'm at 1440p there. Got that DLSS native, so it's DLAA. See if that maybe... That'll refresh the VRAM at least, because we still had like 13, didn't we?
That beast, I killed another chimera. Now the folks at the town hall need my help with something else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yes, there you go. That does seem to have fixed it. 100% in there. Check it out outside again.
As if life couldn't be any slower here.
Yeah?
The beast you chased away. That tunnel leads to the forest. But who's to say it won't find its way back?
Always a possibility.
Yes. Which is why the sheriff would like to have a word with you. She feels we're rather defenseless at the moment.
Gotta go.
Come.
Just watch yourself out there. Kyle, we got a problem. Our backup system is just that.
Why is Unreal
Backup.
Engine so demanding on the
I'm not sure how
CPU?
much longer it's going to last.
What are you saying?
Which game? I wouldn't really say Unreal Engine's that crazy on the CPU,
We
really.
tried contacting the foreman there.
It's pretty like
but there's
normal.
no answer.
I sent a squad of rangers to see what was going on, and they
If you
never
mean
returned.
this game, this isn't Unreal
I sent a
Engine.
second squad, and they disappeared too. I asked for volunteers for a third squad.
Like Unreal
No one
Engine
stepped
at
up, and frankly,
4K,
I can't blame them.
I'd normally be at
So I
like
said
between 20 and 30% usage, maybe between 15 and 30% usage on a 9800 X3D. That's like pretty normal. That's
Maybe
not
I
really,
can go
really
check it
like
out and
anything
at least
crazy.
See what's going on.
Most of the time, it
I
falls
didn't
between
want to
that.
ask. I didn't want to be presumptuous.
This game's pretty much between that too. This is 1440p here, so
I'll
it's
see
going to be
what
a
I
bit
can
more
do.
CPU heavy. But
No
even then, we're
promises.
only at 33% CPU here at 1440p, so it's not this game's not that
I guess
crazy.
they don't trust that God is watching out for us anymore.
At least on this CPU.
God is watching out for us. He sent us Kyle.
You know, you take a game like an in Frostbite engine, that's very CPU heavy. That this would be like 70% probably.
And just send him to his death.
Guess I'll finally clean my rifle tonight.
Like Unreal Engine's nowhere near like that heavy.
Looking for someone, Crane?
Let's have a look at it outside again. That is a bit weird. I changed the graphics. I just have to remember to restart every time.
Castor Woods is crawling.
It seemed to
with
almost cap my GPU usage at like 90. What was it, like 90%, 91%?
It's a losing battle trying to kill every single one.
Thanks for the tip, Sheriff. I was just about to kill them all.
Why is the FPS low? What do you mean? FPS isn't low. Getting about 140 FPS here. 130, 140. FPS at 1440p. Power, GPU power is still pretty high. 490 hitting 500 watts there. VRAM's about 9 gig, 9.3. So that's come down. VRAM overall looks pretty healthy on this. DLSS quality, you getting more? What? More than this? No, no. You had slightly less than this. Had about 100, 110. Maybe max 120, didn't we? Depends where you are, though. This area is a bit heavier than the area we were in. This is also native. This is native 1440p, so it looks about right to me. We had about 80 to 90-ish at 4K. With it set to 220, we're getting 50 FPS more average than that. 50 to 60 FPS more. That's about right. Why can't I climb this bit? That's pretty scary. I'm climbing that. He can't climb it. He's... I don't know what's going on up... Oh, okay. He's like fully stood out. Oh dear. If only I had bullets. I kind of want to try and... What? DLA. Yeah. This is not with. This is native. This is not with any upscaling. I think VRAM's crept up to about 10 here. Still do get the odd stutter, I think. Bring the 0.1% low down. It is MSI Afterburner, yeah. CPU usage actually 50% now. Oh, that's a long old way, that. Any side missions I could do around here? I can have a look at DLSS quality though. Put that on there. Now that seems to cause a bottleneck. 80% usage. Look at that. I'm not completely convinced these graphics, these settings are really working very well. Yeah, that drops my usage down to 80%. That's not really having too much effect there, is it? Almost at 60% CPU usage. So it's definitely getting heavier. It's not as bottlenecking as a 9070 XT. I'm not entirely sure I understand what you mean, but this will bottleneck more because the GPU is more powerful than the 9070 XT is. It demands more from the CPU, so it'll cause a bottleneck more than a 9070 XT would.
Crane, do you copy?
Read you loud and clear. What's up, Sheriff?
If you get there and the
Seems a bit better here. I don't know, some areas I'm getting 80%, 82%. Other areas are hitting 99% again. 93%. It's a bit all over the
And if I
place.
can get it up and running, I'm gonna expect something in return.
Our respect and admiration.
That's a given. No, I'm gonna expect you to do something for me.
And what might that be?
Haven't figured that out yet, but when I do, I'll let you know.
You get that power plant online?
You're thinking about undervolting it. Temps here on it at least are pretty good. What are your temps like? What's this then? Oh. That's a grenade. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Is that a zombie in a straitjacket? Yeah, what temperatures are you getting on it? See, look how different our FPS is indoors. 250 here. 250 FPS with 60% usage. Why is that red like that? That makes me nervous. $90 degrees. Yeah, but with shader compilation though, that's pretty normal. I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah, look, you see this kind of, I don't know, weird lighting coming off there. Even mine can hit 90 degrees if it's doing 100%, almost 100% on shader compilation. That's like that will happen. I don't think there's too much you can really do about that. What was in here then? Was that it? Here we go. How do I do this? Makes it look easy. How did the CPUs go bad? I don't know. They just stopped. I just stopped being able to boot the PC. PC just wouldn't boot, and then I'd get the CPU LED on the motherboard. Just randomly. Oh, hello. What's this? Well, I felt like that was a little unexciting there, but completed it, mate. Just want to try and do some of these. There are some side quests actually. Should try and grab some of those. There's something else going on. What's that? Is that someone a rescue thing? I can't see it on the blue one. Oh my god. Down, boy. Oh god, this ain't good. Stamina.
Let's dance, motherfucker.
Oh god. What on earth? Encounter failed. I'm gonna have to bail on that one. Should we have a quick look? I've got a feeling dropping that preset more and more is just really going to probably cause it to bottleneck more. Yeah, look, go down to performance. Dips into the 70s. You're not really gaining any FPS there. I do wonder if maybe if I reset the game, if that'll maybe fix that. Obviously, check frame generation as well. That'll fix it. Well, it depends if you consider that fixing or not. It's a bit more of a hacky fix, but. Can I save it without skipping time? It'd be good to maybe just go to the menu. Just do the morning. quit to the menu. And do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Try and get as many likes as you can. I'm just gonna quit to the menu and just boot back in just to double check, make sure it's not. It seem a bit unconfident with the graphics settings when you change them mid game. It just doesn't seem to really. Seems a bit buggy. We got any Premier League games tonight? What games we got? Liverpool, Everton tomorrow. Ooh. I tell you what, the big game: Arsenal, Man City. Man City have got to win that. I can't be doing with Arsenal even thinking they're going to win anything. Do you know what I mean? I just can't be doing with that. Just beat them early so they don't even get a sniff.
Everything all right?
I'll just leave you two.
Kyle, yeah?
In the flesh.
Eli,
Who were Tottenham
I
playing?
heard about you. Maybe you'll have more guts than those deadbeats.
Brighton.
You could say
That's going to be a loss, that.
concerns my father.
Could say. Can't really see how it wouldn't be.
Well, in a way it is, and in a way it isn't. I better get to the point. My father's got dementia and disappeared 2
Come
years
on, you
ago.
Gunners. Who said that?
You see, he's been getting worse and worse.
Get him out.
Won't come back on his own.
Ban him. I'm joking.
You don't seem particularly upset, though.
I mean, I'm a Tottenham fan, so it's, you know, it's understandable.
Fucking lowlife.
Deep down, Arsenal look quite good, so that's why I'm like panicking, you know.
Nonsensical bullshit.
I'm panicking.
And now what? I'm supposed to cry?
But you still want my help.
Yeah. Else I wouldn't be any fucking different than those brave.
The only hope
monsters
I've got
out there.
is, for some reason,
So I'm playing
Arsenal
this game
seem
with
like,
father
in a
and
lot of
son.
games, they're like,
I'm asking you,
I think they could be,
Fine. Can you tell me more
it's like
about
they've got a
them, or do I start
leash.
looking?
Do you know what I mean? I feel like some games it feels like Arsenal have like got a leash on them, and they're like,
to look.
they don't
Guess you could start by checking our
they
old
don't
copies.
go too
It's in
ham
the lake
or
basin.
whatever.
He's babbling about the past.
Do you know what I mean? It's like they're going at like
All right. I'll try to
second
find
gear or something.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to go first gear. No, it's the other way around. Do you feel that as well? I feel like they've got lots of potential, but they're not really living up to the full potential. I don't know if that's like a managerial thing, and they're like not allowed to go too ham, but. Or at least, what's his name? Madawaki. He looks really good. I'm gonna quickly try frame generation as well. I'd agree with that, not taking too much risk. Yeah, it is like that, isn't it? When I watch them, I'm like, oh, they could easily destroy Team 5-0 here, but it's like they're being like really, like, careful, I guess, isn't it? They're like just being really careful, but I feel like they're easily a better team than Man City, but they have to go, you know what I mean? They have to go for it, as opposed to like being too like timid and not go. If they don't go for it, then I think City could just like win, you know. But Arsenal's team's way better. If they actually went full throttle, I think they'd easily beat Man City. So we're going to go DLSS quality here, multi-frame generation ×4. So this should probably hopefully get quite spicy. Here we go. Let's get latency on. I somehow didn't get that on. Everyone that left United immediately started playing 10 times better. I reckon, or what's his name? Garnacho, he's going to score on, is it Saturday they play Chelsea? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It's funny watching Man United just suffer, because I had to watch Tottenham, you know, suffer also, so it's nice to see another team suffering instead. Although I still do suffer watching Spurs a lot, but that Champions League game I suffered, that was horrendous. So yeah, frame generation here, look, hitting 400 FPS. Shoo! Easy. Dipping slightly under there, 300, but pretty much mostly stay like 470 there. I mean, absolutely ridiculous FPS. Have no use for it on this monitor, but it's cool to see. Feels okay as well. Latency still about 30 milliseconds there, so I don't think I'll have any issues with that. VRAM's obviously crept up a bit with frame generation on compared to with it off. It's still doable. Power as well, still pretty high, isn't it? Usage as well, still coming down a bit. Spurs beating Man U in the final was funny. No, I tell you what, that was the worst game I've ever seen, but I don't really care at the time because I was just like, we just won, it doesn't matter. Who cares? A win's a win, isn't it? Who cares? It was almost like the Villarreal Spurs game this week. That goal, the own goal, did you see it? That was like the only goal. The final was a bit like that, wasn't it? I'll tell you what though, Man United need to get rid of Onana. He is so bad. He spills so many goals. So many shots, he just absolutely just fumbles them. What's the absolute most we can get here? I feel like this might maybe just bottleneck. It might not actually give us much FPS, but... yeah, look. I don't think that's really giving us too much, is it? Thought maybe it might break 500, but I don't think that will. Big fan of Arsenal with Cisse. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal's team back when it was like... Thierry Henry and stuff. Perez. That was a pretty beast team, wasn't it? That was when they did the Prem without losing. Onana's not a Man United? Is he not? When did that happen? Oh really? When did that happen? Was that like right at the last minute? I know like the last game against City, it was a different goalie, wasn't it? I saw that. I thought he was just being rotated, though, because he'd been so bad. Yeah, they just did that transfer last minute, did they? Any other settings we want to see whilst I'm at 1440p before I just quickly check out 1080p as well? Let me know and I'll switch to it quick before I change it. We are hitting about over 500 there though. They sold him. Oh right, okay. I didn't even realise. Like I said, I thought he was just being rotated. Makes sense though, because he was not doing well, was he? Weren't they in? I do recall. Weren't Man United in for the Aston Villa goalie? That didn't happen, did it? Was it? Is it Martinez? It is, isn't it? Let's. I'm gonna quickly. Let's just drop it down to 1080p and have a quick look at that. So I'll just quickly restart it just so it wipes the. Gives it like a refresh of everything. Get that off. Feels like DLC for Dying Light 2. Yeah, that's exactly what I said when I first saw it, and I believe this game was actually originally created as DLC. I think it just turned into a full game. You know, a manager will be fired soon. Yeah, I'm amazed he hasn't been fired yet, because I forget what the stat was, but the stat was... was it out of like the last 35 games or something? They've only won like, I don't know, it's really low. I was like, wow. The thing is though, it's just so much money keep churning through managers, isn't it? Like something's fundamentally not working. They just keep churning through managers. I always think it's a red flag, though, when managers don't want to change the system of anything when it's clearly not working. It was the same with Postecoglou at Tottenham. It was like, when it's clearly not working, I mean, obviously we did win a cup, but in terms of the Premier League, it was so bad. And it's like acknowledging that this isn't working, we need to try something different. But like managers that are really stubborn and they just refuse to change, it's like, that's a red flag, that. Because you would change for the good of the team, you know? You would lose your like you would let your ego go, wouldn't you, and just be like, we need to change this up here or something. It's the players. You seem to have quite a lot of good players now though. You spent a lot of money on players. It'll be a combination of both, I guess, but is that with frame generation on just there? It was, yeah, 1440p we had frame generation on. I'm just quickly having a look at 1080p as well. So we've got 1920 by 1080 there, DLSS native, so DLAA. Frame generation is off. Graphics at the moment will be the same as what we just had. So everything on and to the max high. Got a draw distance of 220, which is what I've been playing at. New goalkeeper, you have no idea who that is. I'll tell you what I do worry, the only way I see Man City also beating Arsenal is because they got Donnarumma. He looks pretty good, doesn't he? He could be the difference, you know? That looks like it might have put V-Sync back on, has it? Where's V-Sync? Yeah.
The sheriff and Jacob.
You think it's the players? Yeah, I mean, it's always hard. It's a bit hard to say. The only argument I'd have against that is you've gone for a lot of players too. How could all those players be the problem? Do you know what I mean? I would agree to a certain extent, but when you've got in loads of new players and the same issues are all still there, it's like how, you know, they're all different. There's a lot of different players in there, and the issue's still the same. So it's like could have just got unlucky, I guess, getting the wrong players, but. Also, maybe could be something else. I don't know. The 1080p. Look at my GPU power. 450 there. Like 400 to 450 watts. It's pretty wild at 1080p. We're getting about 140, 140, 150. And 110 there. Definitely not so much a difference between... Oh god. 1440p and 1080p. Getting a bit of an increase, but not like a crazy amount. That's not good. Okay, I'm running. There's way too many. Oh god. It's a dead end. Can I not climb that? Feels like I can't climb anything. See ya. Any... What have we got? This is unknown location. Oh god, that's a long way down. See the frame time, still a bit of spikes in the frame time. Even at 1080p there. And VRAM too, look, 9.8 gig. Noticing that a lot recently in games. With Max, when you set the graphics to the highest, VRAM usage at 1080p is crazy. Like hitting way over 8 gig. Seen that in what, the last like 3 or 4 brand new games. I've gone the complete wrong way here. I don't like that. I'm not sure exactly what I got to do. Got to do with that. Is that a safe room? Is that safe? Wait, where are we? Is that the... I'm not sure if I've seen that already. What is happening? No! Oh, I think it is that church. Is that destroy and loot the hive? Climb up there and see what that is. What's happening? Where's my weapon? Get the weapon out. How do we do this then? We need a key or something? This couldn't get any more sketchy, could it? Let me know what settings you want to see at 1080p. Should maybe check out some DLSS. Maybe get that on here as well. Put that on now. Where is it? We'll put quality on. Can't imagine there's probably, you know, 1080p. But the 5090 is kind of low. I feel like it's probably not used as much as obviously the other resolutions if you're spending that much money on a GPU, but maybe more shooters and stuff to get the absolute max FPS. Dark up here. What has that done? Is that the lift? Okay, I do feel like there's a way... There is something going on. Here we go. Where do we want it though? I'm thinking in that one. Because I can, I'm guessing this, it spins that around, I hold onto that and I can get up there, I'm guessing. Here we go. Oh, look, it's absolutely pro. God, there's a zombie up here. How do I get around him? Can I put latency on with the... yeah, I could put it on. I don't have frame generation on here though, so that won't really make any difference. You can see I got 10 milliseconds here. It won't really be like any sort of useful metric because frame generation actually isn't on. But then once I do switch it on, yeah. I want to try and take this guy out. There we go. Just like that. What we got up here then? Little kitchen. Can I actually use this? Why can't I use this? I feel like it was telling me... Oh, restore power connected to the cable. Oh, okay, here we go. Connect the cable. Is that got to be from down? Wait, hang on. Down. Gotta get that same cable, I guess, in, take it up. How do we... What's happening? $4X would take this to 800. It doesn't normally work like that. I can switch it on for you. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work exactly like that. See, I'm getting maybe close to 700. It doesn't work in exacts like you 4x it exact. It doesn't work like that. because that was with DLSS quality on. How do I unplug? Where am I unplugging this from? Close enough. Yeah, I mean, we're fairly close. I mean, here average we're, what, 120 off. It's obviously quite a bit. It's quite a lot of FPS, 120, but close enough. 700. This is indoors, though. I should imagine once I get outside, it'll probably drop more. Honestly, it probably will bottleneck at ultra performance. I can check it out. We might get close to maybe 1,000, but yeah, here we go. Oh, I do actually have. I have some sort of submachine gun. Wait, I have that on me. Why do I not see it? How do I switch the machine gun? For the pistol? Why do I not see the submachine gun? Am I just being an idiot? I am being an idiot, there you go. Now we're talking, look at this. Oh, I can't use it now. I have a feeling they'll add ray tracing after release. Yeah, that seems like the plan. It's just been delayed. So hopefully it gets added at some point, and I'll have to have a look at it again when it gets released. So if drop outside, that does drop quite a bit. So indoors, yeah, we're seeing 600 here. It's almost 700 FPS. That's pretty ridiculous. 1080p. Power though, still 400 watts, which is ridiculous for 1080p. And my VRAM 2, 10.6. That's also ridiculous for 1080p. I'll come outside here straight away. Look, we're dropping even down into 400s there, so it does come down quite a bit. Still though, you know, still sitting in the 500s, somewhere between 500 and 600. How do you do your afterburner layout? Not put the file in for people to download. It won't work because most of these settings don't come in HW info, so if you downloaded the file, it'd just be empty. So it wouldn't really work. In terms of a layout. There's no way around that, I don't think. You have to manually import stuff from HW info, which is what I've got. There, it's imported into MSI. I don't think it will reflect that in a MSI diff file, because it's not coming from there. Let's see with ultra performance as well. What's the absolute max? Absolute max we can go. It doesn't actually bottleneck too badly. 600. Still holding about 96% usage there. For some reason, I seem to get a lot more fluctuations at 1440p it felt like. Definitely looks quite blurry here though. But yeah, look, 530. No reason to really play on this, because this monitor only goes up to 164 Hz, so bit of a pointless exercise, but it's obviously cool to just see how far you can take it. But yet again, power is still 400 watts, which is insane for 1080p. VRAM 2 10.5 is also absolutely insane for 1080p. So those aspects of the game really do push it. push it quite hard. Obviously, frame generation does add a bit of VRAM, so that will drop a bit, but we're actually seeing 600 here, 640. A little bit. What about on the ground level? Ground level, yeah, 580. Still pretty good. What are the... Have I got anything? What's this here? There is some sort of weird stuttering. I don't really notice it at 1080p with frame generation. I did notice it quite a lot at 4K though. Running like a dream. Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely better than like probably the last 5 or 6 new games I think we've probably seen. But to be fair, those were all Unreal Engine games, so runs a million times better than those. Still some errors though. We saw earlier in this island with loads of smoke. It really did hammer the FPS and stuff. And it also depends what you have the draw distance. If you have that set really high, that also drops your FPS loads. What is this? How do we open these? Ah. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Rockstar, yo. How do we get in these? Oh, you need some sort of... Well, that was a bit of a waste, wasn't it? I'm noticing quite a lot of flickering going on at 1080p, look. With the current settings. Especially on the foliage. The lighting seems quite flickery. You know what? I might get the gun out here. Oh god. Oh my god, I think I just accidentally shot him. No! That has gone so badly. I think the using the gun kind of backfired. That backfired big time. $600. Yes, this is with multi-frame generation, yeah. Yeah, that backfired big time, didn't it? Lots of loot, though. What's that? Safe spot? Be good to get some of these, because then I can save it. The hell is that? How are you supposed to get out there? Oh, do I need to pick that plank up? No? I'm being stupid. Hey, what are you supposed to do there? Can I throw it? Can you jump from the zombies? I don't think so. It definitely doesn't want you to jump straight for it. I mean, this would be the obvious thing, right? But it's blocked. What the hell? Like, that would be the obvious thing, but it's almost... I don't know. It's weird. What does it say? Restore the save spot. Yeah, how do you get out there? Shoot the plank. Yeah, that is... I'll try that. The only thing is the shooting does attract. Now I've got a problem there. Really, like, loads of flickering. If I can save it, I'll switch back to 4K. Oh, there we go. Hero. I forgot I had the gun. How'd you get up here? What the hell? Oh no. Who wants it? Oh my god. Here we are. Here we go. Get the ladder down. Can they not just... Oh god. Can the zombies not just climb that? I'll save it. Maybe hop back to 4K. Quick. Unless, let me know if you want to see any other settings at 1080p. I think we've pretty much mostly tried a good range of different stuff. The latency seems mostly okay. It's doubled the latency, but it's gone from about 10 milliseconds to 20. I think you'll still be fine at 20 milliseconds. I can't feel any difference with multi-frame generation on here. Only kind of noticeable visual issue is this kind of weird flickering I'm seeing. See this a lot with the trees. About nighttime. I could switch to 4K and have a look at nighttime because you didn't really see that yet. It'll hopefully put me at that bed and I can just go to... I can just skip to night, can't I? Only thing is, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Probably better to be in the city, but at night. Nighttime performance. Yeah, I can see it at 4K. Because I've not actually seen nighttime at all, so it might be worth seeing it at 4K, because that's more obviously the resolution this is aimed at, really. And 1080p kind of looks a bit weird. I think at nighttime in 1080p, the lighting looks really weird. And it's all flickering and stuff. But I think from yesterday, I saw on the 9070 XT, performance at night was pretty much the same, if I remember. Don't recall there being like a massive difference. I would expect it to be like a much better FPS at night, but it didn't seem to really make too much difference. Go back to native as well. It's probably worth it. So I am at 4K again. If we go DLA native, switch frame generation off. So yeah, 4K there. 3042 on 60, DLA, frame generation off. Graphics wise, still the same as what we had before, so everything on, set to high. Draw distance 220. I think it's put VSync on again.
The sheriff and Jacob came to me about another problem Town Hall's having. The hydroelectric plant that powered the valley shut down a few months back.
Just get a VSync off. I'll tell you what, 4K looks so much better than 1080p. It's obviously worse because I'm on a 4K screen, so 1080p looks really blurry, but holy, it looks so much better. Where's VSync? There it is. Not that it should matter here, but oh yeah, look at this. That looks so much better. All that flickering from the trees is gone. What we're doing, skip till night. Are you ready? You see some weirdness though, like look, I can see some trees, but it looks weird on my screen. How scared are you on a scale of 1 to scared? Ooh. Do you actually... I tell a lie. I think we're getting... When I look out here, we had about, what was it, 88, 89 FPS, was it? So you are getting slightly better FPS, at least in this bit. It's because yesterday when I saw it at night time, it was in the city, and it didn't really seem to make too much difference between nighttime and day. So I'll maybe head back to the city. I do need to... I've got some skills or something. Is that it? We head back to the city. Where is it? Because that gets real sketchy. I mean, just in general, this looks sketchy as hell. What's the quickest route? Someone's seeing me. Look how dark it is. So yeah, like FPS back. FPS is actually less. It looks 70. It's less than what we were getting in the day, I think. I think maybe slightly higher FPS outside the city at night compared to day. In the city, it seems a bit closer together. It could be the... Yeah, I think it's the light. The torch doesn't help. What on earth's going on in here? That poor guy. How do I get back to where I was? What do you want? Is that thing looking for me? Get out of there. Something's seen me. This ain't good, bruv. That noise when it sees you is actually quite terrifying. Oh, there's nowhere to go here. Have a day off. I'm not going in there. I can actually try and get to. Just try and get to the safe house. Where is it? Try and pick up that side quest. Where's my waypoint? What's that over there? Some sort of side thing. There's another one down there. He's climbing up. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Quick. Is it my light giving me away? Off he goes. Just kick him off the roof. Oh, it's bad, it's bad. I'm in big doo-doo. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. That's a big jump. I'm so close to the safe. Oh, actually, no, I'm not at all. This could be game over for me. No. What do I even do here? Oh, you idiot. Climb it! God, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was a bit close. How close was that? Oof.
You look tired. Just saying. Looking at you, one thing's for sure.
Hey, Kyle. I hear you're a problem solver.
Occasionally.
Oh, got it. You don't want to commit until you hear my pitch, so you're playing it all cool and casual. Is that it? Okay, well, here's the thing. We have some supply stashes out and about that our scouts check on now and then. One is near a well, and Joel, Jack, and Israel were heading there to collect when we lost contact with them.
When?
Couple hours ago. In fact, he'd probably got to them, but maybe not. Maybe there's still a chance to save them, or at least recover the supplies. Can you check it out, maybe?
Yeah, I'll go take a look.
Thanks, Kyle.
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna have to head off. It's been good checking this out. Probably won't stream anything at the weekend. Might be back on Monday, and I could maybe check out the 5070 Ti as well. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. You'll see when I go live. If I don't see you, have a good weekend, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.